Hello and welcome to Fire Engineering Training Minutes. My name is Todd Taylor with Advanced Rescue Solutions. In today's segment, we're going to go over a simple tower rescue using a single rescuer and a tower-based, structure-based rescue. In order to do that, we are going to have some specialized equipment. A 3-point harness, full body harness for our rescuer, 100%ers for our fall protection, a positioning strap so that when we get to our victim, our rescuer is going to be able to go hands-free. That will go around the structure of the tower and keep them in place. One of the more important things that we don't think of on a regular basis is an RF meter. Anytime we're climbing a tower, we want to make sure that we have a meter that's going to tell us what RF could be on that tower so that we don't expose ourselves to any hazards. As you can see, we've got a 4-to-1 system set up. In this case, we're using a Wingman. We could use a Mini Aztec. That is connected to our friction device, which in this case we're using a clutch. This Mini 4-to-1 is going to allow me to put the clutch onto my victim, climb above my victim, raise my victim, and then lower him through the clutch once we take his positioning strap off in order to get him down to the ground. We also have an ASAP lock as our belay. The ASAP lock is going to be ran from the top as our belay, and it will be an unmanned belay. The rope will run through that. As our rescuer starts to climb, they have their 100% fall protection in place. They can climb to the victim. As they climb to the victim, they'll assess the victim. Our victim is conscious, just unable to move. Our rescuer is going to get into a position where they can put their positioning strap into place. That positioning strap is going to allow them to work hands-free. And the positioning straps that we use are adjustable. Once the positioning strap's in place, they're going to take the friction device and we're going to use the dorsal connection on our victim so that the victim can go down vertically. We're also going to attach the belay, and the belay is in the ASAP lock to the victim's back. With those connections made, now the rescuer can make an anchor point above the victim. Anchor straps can be those that are pre-manufactured for tower work, or we can use our fire department rescue slings. We want to pick a point high enough to where it gives us leverage in order to raise the victim off of their positioning strap. The ASAP lock will go onto an anchor, and then a separate anchor will be set up for the clutch. So using the ASAP lock allows us to go hands-free with a belay. Using a Mini 4-to-1 allows us to have that mechanical advantage to raise the victim off of their positioning strap. Mini 4-to-1 is in place. The ASAP lock will then be attached to the anchor. Once we attach the ASAP lock to the anchor, we have another carabiner to do a rope redirect so that the rope going through the ASAP lock runs straight. That way the ASAP lock will actually function as it needs to be. With both of those in place, now we can raise the victim with the 4-to-1 Once the victim is raised, if there's enough slack, we can take him off his positioning strap. If not, we can loosen his positioning strap, which will then put him into our system, and we can take his positioning strap off. Once the positioning strap's off, we want to make sure we attach it to the victim so that it doesn't get snagged. Then we're going to take the victim's fall protection, 100% off. And now we can lower the victim. If the victim is conscious, he can assist in keeping himself away from the tower. If the victim is unconscious, we may have to go down with him. The system we have set is good for a conscious victim rescue. Lowering the clutch. Conscious victim sets into the system and is lowered to the ground. Once the victim's down on the ground, rescuers then would come into place, take him out of his system. The rescuer on the tower would then disconnect all of the systems on the tower and climb down. In this segment, we were able to use a single rescuer doing a structure-based rescue of a conscious victim on a tower. In order to do this, we had specialized equipment including fall protection, positioning straps, and an RF meter to make sure we didn't put ourselves into any danger. The victim was conscious, was able to assist a bit, but we still had to take him off of his system, put him on ours to take him down to the ground. My name is Todd Taylor, and thank you for watching Fire Engineering Training Minutes.